Mullaitivu is the worst affected district in Sri Lanka due to a 3-decade-long war and tsunami. People in these areas are striving hard to deal with the far-reaching psychological and economic impact as a result. Especially women and children are living with the fear of a bleak and feeble future, having lost their loved ones due to the war and tsunami. It is under these conditions that Lyca's Nyannam Foundation came forward, extending its helping hand to thousands of people. The motto of Lyca's Nyannam Foundation is give a man a fish and you feed him for a day, teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. With the noble objective of supporting the marginalized people in achieving a sustainable means of livelihood, Lyca's Nyannam Foundation has successfully launched its second phase of charity projects in 8 districts of Sri Lanka's war-ravaged north and east, committing a mammoth 3,000 million Sri Lankan rupees. June 22nd, 10 AM, Mullaitivu. Receiving a warm welcome, patron of Lyca's Nyannam Foundation, Mrs. Nyannam Ali Raja, chairman of Lycamobile and Lyca's Nyannam Foundation, Mr. Subhaskaran Ali Raja, deputy chairman of Lycamobile, Mr. Prem Sivasamy, and chief executive officer of Lycamobile, Mr. Chris Tooley, ceremonially launched the second phase by officially unveiling the regional administrative office located at Nirvipitti in Mullaitivu in the Mullaitivu district. Following the opening ceremony, financial assistance for livelihood projects for needy families and items such as sewing machines, financial assistance for students, bicycles, pencils, pens, exercise books and wheelchairs for differently abled people were donated to the carefully identified beneficiaries gathered there. A large number of people, including social activists, school teachers and students, also attended the function. Same day, 2 PM, Kilinochchi. People in Kilinochchi faced the disastrous consequences of the deadly war. The regional administrative office for the people in Kilinochchi was opened at Kilinochchi in Kilinochchi. Financial assistance for livelihood projects, sewing machines, financial assistance for students, bicycles, wheelchairs and many other items were donated to the beneficiaries there too.
My father's no more. I only had a brother and he also died. Our family is hit badly by poverty as a result. I know how to sew but didn't have a sewing machine. Now that Lyca's Nyannam Foundation has donated me a sewing machine, I can sew it from home and look after my family from the income. I sincerely thank them for the livelihood support.
With this help, I am now in a position to further develop my standard of living. Now I can generate some income and look after my children with it. I am very happy that I am now in a position to meet the demands of my children. Projects of this nature are immensely useful to our people because a large number of people who are displaced are undergoing untold agonies.
I have 7 children. I have learned how to sew. My husband is a labourer. I wish to give my children the best education and bring them up to a good position by using the money I make from sewing. I request them to continue with the livelihood support projects.
The second phase includes a new project titled Education and Livelihood Support for the Vulnerable Communities, aiming to bring up not less than 10,000 needy children and 660 families each year. Accordingly, 55 families from 11 districts will be identified and funded to livelihood support to make sure that they generate sustainable income to try to eradicate poverty at home. June 23rd, 10 a.m. Jaffna. Regional office for the Northern Jaffna Peninsula was declared open at the 4th Cross Street in Jaffna. A large number of people, including social service officials, activists, principals, school teachers and students attended the special function held at the Durga Devi Hall in Jaffna. There too, the financial assistance for livelihood projects, sewing machines, financial assistance for students, bicycles, wheelchairs and many other items were donated to the beneficiaries. Same day, 2 p.m, Vavuniya. Lyca's Nyannam Foundation's regional office for Vavuniya district was opened at Temple Road, Kurumankadu in Vavuniya. Assistance for identified beneficiaries were donated at the subsequent ceremony held there. Moved by the prolonged agony of the people living at Buntotam refugee camps in Vavuniya, the Lyca's Nyannam Foundation has pledged a fund for the building of 150 houses for 150 refugee families in their own plot of lands. This is over and above 3,000 million Sri Lankan rupees already pledged for the second phase. June 24th, 10 a.m, Trincomalee. The district office for the eastern port city of Trincomalee was ceremonially opened at Thirumal Road in Trincomalee town by patron of Lyca's Nyannam Foundation, Mrs. Nyannam Aliraja. At a special function held at Trincomalee Town Council Hall, a large number of people including social activists, school teachers, students and beneficiaries attended the function. Being at the gathering, Deputy Chairman of Lycamobile Mr. Prem Sivasamy said,
The key objective of Lyca's Nyannam Foundation is to uplift the living standard of the people who are living under the poverty line by providing them the necessary livelihood support. They have plenty of plans to achieve this noble objective. As a first step towards achieving this goal, Mr. Subhaskaran has donated 3,000 million Sri Lankan rupees from his own money to the Lyca's Nyannam Foundation to implement these projects in 11 districts. They are officially launching these projects in all these districts for the past 3 days and distributing the donations among the identified beneficiaries.
June 26, 9 a.m. Batticaloa. The Batticaloa district office at Vavuniya Street was ceremonially opened before the donations were distributed among beneficiaries at a special function held at the Batticaloa Town Council Hall.
My name is Sharmi and I'm a bio student of Kilinochchi Mahavidyalayan. The support for education would help to attend classes to further improve my skills. Their livelihood support projects helps us to uplift our living standards. I have got an opportunity to study well and excel in exams. I sincerely thank the Lyca's Nyannam Foundation for this.
Nyannam Foundation நிறுவனத்துக்கு எனது நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். கல்குடா வாகனேரி கோலம் வித்யாலயத்திலிருந்து மாணவர்களை கூட்டிட்டு வந்திருக்கிறோம்.
We have brought the students from the Vagare Vidyalayam in Calcutta. We are very proud that the Lyca's Nyannam Foundation is helping the students who have lost their parents. Our school is located in a poverty-hit region and we thank them for supporting these students.
They are helping the children a lot. We are very happy to see that they are giving bicycles for the children who travel their schools far away and donating sewing machines for the girls to generate their own income. We owe a big thank Amma for donating them.
We have come from Kalkuda Vishnu Mahavidyalayam. Nyannam Foundation's support to the school children is very useful. For instance, we have started advanced level classes in our school for the first time and they are providing financial assistance to a female student. It would certainly help her to meet her educational needs and excel in her higher studies. As this school is located in a poverty-hit area, the students would be hugely benefited by their financial assistance for these needy children.
Same day, 12 noon, Ampara. The Ampara district office was opened at the Akrepattu Potterville Road in Ampara. A large number of people and beneficiaries from all three communities attended a special function held at the Athaula Cultural Hall, where donations were distributed to the already selected beneficiaries. Speaking at the House Full Auditorium, Deputy Chairman of Lycamobile, Mr. Prem Sivasamy said,
Nyannam Arakattalai 2010 ஆண்டு ஜூன் மாதம் 2ஆம் தேதி
Lyca's Nyannam Foundation was established in London on June 2, 2010 on the birthday of Mrs. Nyannambigai Aliraja by her son Subhaskaran Aliraja, who deposited 110 million rupees for the charity. From that day onwards, Lyca's Nyannam Foundation has been helping the underprivileged people around the globe in many ways. For instance, it has helped poverty-hit people in African countries, Romania, recently the people hit by flash flood in Philippines and the people living in shanties in India. Now it has come here to help our people. Mr. Subhaskaran Aliraja has donated 3,000 million rupees to launch the second phase of the Lyca's Nyannam Foundation projects in Sri Lanka. The aim of the second phase is to do all it takes to provide sustainable livelihood support for the people who are living under the poverty line. Over 40 officials have been deployed in 11 districts to effectively implement the plans to deliver this livelihood support and develop their standards of living.
திருவாளர் சுபாஸ்கரன் அல்லிராஜா அவர்கள் 3800 கோடி ரூபாய் வழங்கி இந்த இரண்டாம் கட்ட சேவையினை ஆரம்பித்து
Students Education Support Project, Medical and Counseling Projects, Livelihood Support Project and Rehabilitation Project for Widows are some of the key projects coming under this second phase. We have been visiting and opening offices in 8 districts in the north and the east to ensure the smooth and effective implementation of these projects. Over 2,000 bicycles, over 2,000 sewing machines, over 1 million pens and pencils are some of the items distributed among the beneficiaries last week, and this is just a start. On top of this, our chairman, who went to Vavuniya to ceremonially open the regional office in Vavuniya, also paid an unscheduled visit to the Poonthottam refugee camp. There he saw 150 families living in houses made of tin sheets. Moved by the prolonged agony of the people living there, the chairman has informed the Vavuniya Divisional Secretary that he would fund the building of 150 houses for 150 refugee families if the government provide them the plot of lands. This pledge is over and above the 3,000 million Sri Lankan rupees already committed for the second phase. Likewise, when he visited the Batticaloa district, he met the medical health officer there. On being informed in the detail about the plight of the cancer patients in the district, our chairman immediately pledged 300 lakhs rupees to build care homes for those cancer patients. I would like to inform you that the funding for the entire projects which are being implemented by Lyca's Nyannam Foundation has been allocated by our chairman from his own money. I have just been informed that he also pledged to fund the building of new cancer hospital in Ampara. Therefore, dear people, I kindly request you all to support our staff and inform them of your problems. All your requests would be impartially considered.
Same day, 2 p.m, Mannar. Aiming to ensure the effective implementation of the second phase, the regional office for the Mannar district was ceremonially unveiled at the Sebastian Temple Road. At a specially organized function at the Mannar Town Council Hall, donations were distributed among the beneficiaries. Regional directors of education, principals, school students and beneficiaries from Mannar and Madu areas attended the function. The ambitious projects of the second phase with the funding of 3,000 million rupees are to be implemented in these war-ravaged areas via newly opened regional administrative offices in 8 districts of the north and the east.